stride length to the number of steps that we're doing. G'day everyone, it's Coach Andy from North Shore Running Group here again in my favourite location to look at another topic today. What we're going to talk about is running cadence. So you would have heard that term used quite a lot before. So basic cadence is what we're talking about, if you weren't aware, is basically our steps per minute that we're doing. So it's looking at the speed of our steps, but what we're also looking at is getting ourselves in the right gear to be able to say we're at a steps per minute rate that's happy to match the gear that we're in and the speed that we want to achieve. So the way I like to explain it is, for those who hark back to the days of manual cars with a gearbox that you actually change gears on, what we're looking at trying to do is find the perfect gear that we're in to match the number of revs per minute you're doing. So if you look at your car, you have RPM, revs per minute. We're doing the same thing with our running and trying to find our steps per minute that is the perfect number of steps per minute to match the gear that we're in. So the gear that we're in might actually be our stride length or the speed that we're doing. So we're matching stride length to the number of steps that we're doing. So this is something that we're going to play around with today on our topic, and we'll get going. That noise you can hear in the background is my little metronome app. So you can get quite a few apps you can use, and this is for our cadence testing. So it sounds a little bit like my heartbeat racing at, well, I've got it set at 160 beats per minute at the moment. So that's what we're just going to play around with at the moment to show you how you can change your cadence and your speed and the gear that you're in using stride length and so on and so forth. So let's get the treadmill going. And what we're going to do is I'm going to get into a running pattern. I'm going to set my speed to 10 kilometers an hour, and I'm just going to change, get myself in sync. How easy is that? So you'll notice that I've got myself dip, 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 dip. This is me at a nice casual 160 a minute. Now you think to yourself, if I'm going to increase the speed, am I going to have to increase my cadence? So let's put that to the test. Let's bump it up to 14 kilometers an hour. Now, if you're looking at what I'm doing now, I'm still in time with that 160, but I'm having to increase my stride length significantly to match it. So at the moment, I'm probably thinking to myself, stride length is probably a little bit too long, and you can tell by my puffing and panting that it's not going to work. So what I would be doing is increasing my cadence. So on the next one, I'll jump up to 170 beats a minute, but I'm going to stop. So you can hear that 160 going. My stride length was fairly long to manage that, so I was probably in the wrong gear to manage that 160, but in the next one, I'll bump it up to 170 and see how we go.